So this man, his name is Dale, and he's in trouble. You see, the police came to knock on his door. Boss Dale, are you inside? I'm inside. We are looking for your wife. We've not seen her for 3 days. My wife? 3 days? I don't know. The last time I saw her, she walked out of the door, and I have not seen her again. You mean she walked out of the door and you've not heard from her, and you are okay? Dale answered, yes. That is where the problem started. But you see, to understand the connection between Dale and Dee and why she was missing, you have to go first of all back to when they met. Dale was in love with another woman, married to her. Dee, she was in love with another man, married to him. These two met at a convention and they decided to leave their own spouse to come for each other. Bam. You understand? You see, from how they met, there was already tension, but there's no problem. They managed to build a business empire, a farm together, and then they had a daughter. But you see, after having this daughter, that is where the friction increased, because Dee, she started having a secret affair outside, and her husband, suspicious of it, started to monitor her movements. But you see, the rest of the world did not know about this affair. She kept it quiet. Now, some people say he was controlling, that is why she cheated. I am not sure. But what I know is this: his controlling became too much, like so much that sometimes she's going to work, she's going with a swollen eye, swollen head, was monitoring money that was leaving her account or entering into her account, until one night when she said she was no longer interested in the marriage. That was when it happened. See, on that particular day, she was supposed to have an outing with her daughter, but she did not show. And according to her daughter, she always showed. Her children, who are grown adults from her previous husband, came home to search for her, and this is when they reported to the police. See, this was not the first time she was leaving the house. Whenever she had an argument with Dale, she would leave the house for about a day, then she would come back. But this was the first time she left and nobody knew where she was. She did not call anybody, she did not take her phone. In fact, she did not even take her car, which was parked in the driveway. Because the police did a very massive search, and you see Dale, they kept on asking him again and again, where is your wife? Dale said, I don't know where she went. Where is your... I don't know where she went. This guy defended himself over and over again. At this particular point in time, it had become an anthem. Everybody in the community came out to look for Dee, but she was nowhere to be found. You see, they searched her farms, they searched other states, brought machines that could even check inside the ground just in case something happened to her and somebody buried her. You understand? Obviously, Dale. Brother even made this signboard searching for her. Still no news. You see, the problem with Dale's arrest is that Dale was not arrested because he killed her. He was arrested because he was a suspect, having been the only person that saw her before she went missing. Now, there was not enough evidence to prosecute Dale because there was no body, there was no proof of his struggle within the house, there was no blood stains within the house. Police had no choice but to release Dale. Now, you would think he has gone free, Abi. He was free until 4 years later. You see, this daughter, she had a private investigator, and even though they had searched the properties many times, they still went again. You see, one particular property kept on pulling the investigators' attention. It was the one that was burnt down, and they thought maybe, just maybe, if Dale had killed her, he had burnt her body in the house. However, no matter how they searched, there was nothing there. You see, this is where Dale was smart, because he had used this one to shift their attention. But this investigator was smarter. Now, he went back to the house, to the farm. Behind the house, there are these ammonia tanks that are used for fertilizers. And that was where he searched. Lo and behold, Dee was found. As of now, Dale is serving about 70 years in prison. No problem. To know is how people believe that leaving their spouse for a new relationship is going to not end in insecurity. But what do I know? Let me know in the comments.